Okay, folks, we come to bless you with the good news. Aren't you tired of the bad news? Are you tired of the bad news? We got good news. Out here with the good news, out here with the gospel. Why am I out here? Why are we out here with the good news? One main reason, that the Father's house may be full. That's what he wants, a full house. Now, what we know when it comes to the house of hell, it's going to be a full house. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that hell is getting bigger all the time. Hell hath enlarged itself. But God desires, the Father desires that his house be full. And what is God doing to accomplish that? He's sending out the invitations. The moment Jesus ascended up, he told his disciples to go out there and invite, and invite, and invite. Now, many invitations have been sent out. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't hesitate to say that most of you have received an invitation. Most of you have received an invitation from the Father, a call. God drawing you to himself and establishing you as a son and daughter. But many of you have also responded. There's always a response to God's invitation and God's call. And we know what the majority of the response is. We know that for the most part. Not interested, too busy, I want to do this, I want to do that. Jesus told a story about the exact same thing. Invitations went out for a great banquet, and the responses all came back. So what is the Father going to do? No, he's not going to stand defeated, friends. He's going to keep sending out invitations, but I'm going to tell you something right now. He's sending out the last minute invitations. Because that's the state that we're in right now. Last minute. Even your own scientists, you know, they've changed that doomsday clock. Closest it's ever been. Many of you that are not listening to what God has to say. God is even speaking through the media and sometimes even the scientists of our day to tell us that we're in the last minutes. And in the last minutes, God is still sending out his invitations. God is still inviting. Now, it's not just about the Father's house being full, which is an actual place. God also wants to fill your house, your life. You see, there's no doubt within the sound of my voice, people here that have tried in their own strength to put things together in their life. You've tried to get certain things out. You've tried to put things in order. And yet, you know what? If you don't deal with the very things that are responsible in the first place for making your house and making your life a mess, those things are going to come right back. Jesus said that. As a matter of fact, there was a certain house that was all swept and put in order, but the very things that were responsible for the mess came back because the house wasn't full. And when they did come back, they made more of a mess. He wants to fill your house. He wants you literally to be baptized in him. You know, I remember years ago, I had a dream, and you know, some dreams are from God. Sometimes dreams are God's way of speaking to us. And I remember one time being in this dark castle. Oh man, I tried to escape many times, but I'd always get apprehended and be put right back in that place. But one time I did manage to escape, and there I was on some rowboat. As I was traveling on the water, I could see Christ. And I made a decision. Would I direct my boat to him? Because he was standing right there on the waters. He was inviting me. And as I moved that little ship towards Christ, Christ came into me and I came into Christ. My house was filled. And you know, when God fills your house, you don't have to fear that sin will ever come back and overtake you and enchain you and bring you right back to that place where you once lived for many years. He wants to fill you. That's his desire, friends, that the house may be filled.